This is two TV cameras mucked together, one on the left and one on the right, shows the initial payload bay door opening. All of that went nice and smooth. You'll notice the OHM pod coming into view right here. This is the first time we saw some tiles missing off of the OHM pod.
Notice the door kind of hesitates when it opens too. We did this in a picture on the ground, and they told us, well, that was just a picture. The way the door really works.
The camera on the right is an aft camera looking forward. You can see the windows coming. The one on the left is a forward camera looking aft. All that door operations went as smooth as it could be, which I was mighty happy because I didn't particularly care about the thought of going outside and trying to do anything associated with it.
Just a view, a pan at the outside that shows the radiator deployed out there. That's a beautiful shot with a cheap television.
You also see those radiators when you look out your forward windows, which surprises a little bit.
It shows what the television will show you out the window, and shows what a great view those spectacular windows gave us. Here's another television view of the Earth.
Zero G is something else. That is something that all of you should have an opportunity to experience. It is really fun.
You know, if you could do that in your living room without breaking your leg, you sure would.
No problem trying to restrain yourself anywhere down there. I'm in the process here of changing out one of our LIO canisters, which is used to, that we run the air through to take out all the CO2 and any contamination. It's a very easy job. We had a couple of troughs down there where we stowed LIO canisters, and you could just put your legs down in there and kind of push them apart, and it restrains you very nicely.
Look at this. It shows the mobility that we have down the middeck. People thought we needed restraint systems to tie ourselves down in there. You don't need any of that. Now watch this mobility that Bob has when he kicks off and goes up to the top side. Boy, I'll tell you, that is the neatest thing in the world.
The thing about it is you don't really go flying around. You need to move a little bit slowly, otherwise you'll end up banging into something, but there's no problem controlling yourself any place you want to go.
It's an exciting moment when you first open the airlock and you look out and there's the entire universe staring you in the face. Now, here I am coming out, the first EVA, grabbing onto the manipulator arm while Story is coming out now, and I took a whole bunch of tools on the arm, and the arm is now under Claude's skillful guidance carrying me over to where I'll get the manipulator foot restraint, which will then remain attached to the arm.
After deploy, we did, as Sox talked about earlier, had a day off. I showed some of the activities on our light day, and actually on every day, reading the mail that we'd get up on our through our computers. Here's Sox doing some trash compaction and management. KT's taking care of the laundry. And this is
Well, you certainly have a feeling of awe and inspiration as you're flying around circling the Earth. The thing that strikes you most, though, from orbit is not the stars, but the Earth itself. The view from orbit of Earth is truly breathtaking, and I think very few people who have been able to see this have not been emotionally affected by it.
Shortly after we arrive on orbit, we begin configuring the orbiter for orbit operations. This is me opening up the payload bay doors, and Brian is taking film footage of the door opening, which we then later downlinked. And for me personally, as those doors open and I got my first glimpse of the Earth from 250 miles, it was just absolutely spectacular.
This is a view of the Eureka satellite as we're closing in on flight day 4. It's actually sped up a little bit, but it gives you an idea of what Eureka looked to it.
with 2 people back there in the corner, you can see there's plenty of space in 0G to get around, and Spacehab was a very nice area to work. It was nice and bright and had a lot of easy access for getting to the experiments.
Riding the arm up and seeing views like this was a great way to spend your first couple hours outside. We spent a little over 20 hours outside and with the 3 EVAs, and it was just a real pleasure to work with Suichi-san. We're just spacewalk brothers after so many years of training together. This is the helmet cam view of climbing around on the space station. That's what it looks like. And when Suichi's out on the end of the arm carrying that big control moment gyro that he replaced, that's what he looked like. Spectacular view.
This is taking out the gem window. We had to slow this one down too as well, but this is really a view where you wish you could take all of you folks up with us to have a look. Watching the arrays follow the sun, and this is a day in space. And almost as nice as watching out the window during the day is watching cities, thunderstorms, and the aurora at night.
And this is Dave that you see out in the payload bay already, and this is the first chance I had to stick my head out the hatch on our EVA on day 7 and take a look at the payload bay and get squared away with all our tools to go back and do the hydrogen refueling task.
What's so funny?
You don't really believe all those foolish things you say, do you?